Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so Attack on Titan chapter 97 is out. Obviously, because this is a review for it. I'm going to kind of keep this review a little shorter just because I'm getting over a cold right now. My voice is kind of going in and out. So, I don't want to make a long video and, my voice go out halfway through and just have to scrap the entire video and not be able to upload it. So, yeah, that's basically just like my, sit rep. I don't know why I said sit rep. That's not even the right term. My fuck it, I don't know. That's my update for you guys on what's going on with this video. But yeah, let's just get right into the review. All right, so dude, what the fuck was up? What the fuck was up with that flashback? Seriously, that flashback was kind of pointless. Like I've been digging the flashbacks for these past two chapters, basically showing what happened like from Reiner's like childhood up to the point where him and Bertold got outed as time shifters. I've been digging them, but the flashback in this chapter was just so pointless. Like seriously, we didn't really learn any new information. We didn't get really any insight into Reiner's mind in this flashback. The only new information we got in this chapter from the flashback was the fact that Annie at some point was tailing Kenny Ackerman in order to get close to like the military police and find out their secrets, try to get close to the king so she could find out more about the Titan power that they were after. But other than that, there wasn't really anything relevant from the flashback. It seemed like they were trying to imply at the end of the flashback that Reiner was basically like that moment after he talked to Eren for the final time, like the final good conversation the two of them had, was when he had his mental breakdown and like started seeing himself as actually one of their comrades. Which that whole like character development and like character like insight into Reiner's mental breakdown and like basically the journey between the three of them from you know infiltrating the wall to becoming soldiers. That was the appeal of these flashbacks. That was like the main appeal of them. But this chapter kind of just seemed like he was just spinning his wheels. Like last chapter seemed like a perfect point to end the flashbacks. But for some reason, the author decided, or like the mangaka decided that we just needed one more chapter, just one more chapter of a flashback, and then we'll have the final story of Reiner just set in stone. And really, we just didn't need this flashback was basically the manga version of filler. Like I would expect this flashback to be in the anime when they get to this point, like to be something added on for the anime, not in the actual manga. But whatever, it was interesting in itself, like seeing basically that right before he had his supposed mental breakdown from talking to Eren, that he actually was the one that came up with the plan of having the Colossal Titan attack on their like graduation day from the academy, and he was the reason why. And it was actually Annie's plan all along to join the military police. It wasn't just like, oh, she doesn't want to draw attention to herself as a time shifter, and she like wants the freedom as a military police soldier, like who has basically nothing to do, to be able to use her time power, shift her powers to go out into the field when she needed to be. Yeah, it was actually kind of interesting to see the fact that Reiner was the one that actually came up with that whole plan, and that the plan actually originated from him saying, "All right, fuck this. We're wasting our time as pretending to be soldiers. Let's just like go all out." But yeah, this flashback just really didn't. Besides those few things I mentioned, like Andy infiltrating, like or trying to follow Kenny Ackerman and the plan. This chapter really didn't. This like the flashback in this chapter really did not serve any purpose except for setting up the fact that Reiner was about to blow his fucking brains out. I mean, seriously, dude, the guy had a rifle in his mouth, ready to pull the trigger. Dude, if it wasn't for Falco banging on the wall in frustration about his like own inadequacies as a soldier, Reiner would have killed himself. And this is actually what I wanted to see. This is actually what I wanted to see from Reiner, and like in this arc that's like focusing on him. I wanted to get more inside his head, and I wanted to see like more of his mental state, which from the beginning of this arc, I thought, okay, his mental state is basically he's not having that mental breakdown anymore. He feels guilt over Berto's death and betraying people on Paradise Island, and he wants nothing to do with the Marley army. Like he wants nothing to do with the army he originated from. He wants to like basically end the war. That's basically what I originally thought his mindset was at this point. But in this chapter, basically shows that he's still struggling with like the guilt that he's holding from Berto dying, from betraying Paradise Island, and from betraying his own people at the same time. He's feeling that guilt, and it's weighing on him heavy. Now, it also highlighted the fact that he's putting all his hope into Falco. The fact that he thinks Falco will be the one to succeed him and carry on his will of stopping the war in any way, basically like fucking over the people of Marley and helping the people of Paradise Island survive. I think that's basically the main reason why he didn't pull the trigger. Like he has that hope, like keeping him going at least until he has to pass on the power to a successor, which he's hoping will be Falco. But the chapter kind of implied that it might not be Falco, and we'll talk about why later on in the chapter review. But actually, no, fuck it. Let's talk about it right now. Apparently, a character we haven't seen for a while for like the past 10 or so chapters might be here on the island, like might be here talking to Falco. Now, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but apparently, like the rumor is that this character, if you read the chapter, you know which character I'm talking about. This character that Falco we see talking to at like a hospital who's injured, lost a leg, one of his eyes is bandaged up. Rumor is, or like theory is out there that this is Eren infiltrating like the island of Marley, like the homeland of Marley. Now, I'm not exactly sure why he would be here. Simply because he's at a complete disadvantage of being here. He's basically like, him being here basically just like wins the war for the Isladians and the people of Marley. Simply because his power is the only power they're after. They would like the female Titan and the Colossal Titan back, but at the end of the day, they don't really need them to win the war. At the end of the day, they just need Eren's power. And Eren being there without any backup, with like even if he lost a leg, he's pretending to be like a wounded soldier with PTSD. Even if he was like, all right, fuck this, I'm done pretending. Gonna regenerate my leg, gonna regenerate my eye. I'm gonna, go on the attack or like trying to infiltrate. There's people who know exactly what the fuck Eren looks like, so he'll get caught immediately. Not to mention, if he activates his time power, there's how many Titans against just him? Unless he has Armin in the background waiting somewhere to use the Colossal Titan, and maybe Annie. Here's hoping that Annie's awake by now. She decides to switch sides and it's like, alright, fuck this, I'm on your side now, and I'm here to back up too. He's at a complete disadvantage, and I really don't see the strategical purpose of putting that much danger, like putting Eren in that much danger when they know that his power is the one that they're actually after. That his ability is the only thing they need to win the war. Doesn't really make any sense. Now, the other theory I saw out there, which I didn't really read much into, I just saw that someone had posted it, that this might actually be Levi in disguise. I don't think it is, just because, the character faces kind of look all the same, just different hairstyles for this manga. But at the same time, it's kind of easy to tell the difference between Levi and Eren. Like, their facial structures, while they are similar, there are some differences, and this character did look a lot more like Eren than it did Levi. So I don't know, but like I said, I don't see the strategical purpose of putting Eren here. When I could think of it, I'm going to try to think of a theory and make a separate video, because this like whole is this Eren, is it not Eren's subject could really be its own video, and I'm actually going to make it its own video. Hopefully coming out the day after this video, or just maybe the same day. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I just don't see the purpose of that. But if it is, that's pretty cool, because Eren being here, and I'll talk about this more in depth in the separate video where I talk about the purpose of Eren being on this island and basically infiltrating the ranks of the soldiers there. It could be implying that Falco won't get the armor Titan, but he will inherit Eren's power, because we do know that Eren got his power around the same time that Bertold and Reiner and Andy got their powers. So he is coming on that 13-year mark. He doesn't have much time left, so he will be looking for a successor soon. He doesn't have that much time left, so maybe Falco could be a successor. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see like if this is him, see him on the island. Okay, so the last thing I want to bring up before we end this video is like, dude, we finally got to see the Hammerhead Titan. Well, we didn't actually get to see the Titan itself. We just saw the shifter. And I gotta say, this is one intimidating motherfucking dude. Like, seriously, this guy comes in, he basically sends the head of the Marley army away so he can talk to his the one commander in charge of all the Titan shifters that they have in their possession. Just so he can talk to him, basically say, hey, yes, your suspicions are right. I'm the one in charge of my family is the one in charge of the island of Marley. Which is kind of a head twist, like kind of like a brain breaker right there, because, all we've gotten, like all the information we've gotten since we've been on this arc is basically that the people of Ymir, the people of the demon people as they call them, They are basically like they're slaves or second. They're not even second class. They're third class citizens on this island. And to find out that someone who actually is a person of Ymir, like a family that are descendants of the demon clan or like whatever, to find out they are actually the ones in charge of the island, just raises so many fucking questions. Like, what's the deal? Why are you subjugating your own people to being like treated as worthless slaves? Why are you like basically letting these people think they're in charge when really you're in charge? And he mentioned something about the legend of like the Marleyan soldier or hero that actually took down one of the Titans and actually freed the people of Marley from oppression. And he actually, I guess, shows that it's not exactly false, the story that the people of Marley are setting to the people of Ymir about like them being about the people of Ymir oppressing them for years and then the people of Marley like revolting. Because he implies that he is letting the people of Marley, like his family is letting people of Marley be in control or act like they're in control out of like basically feeling guilty for what the people of Ymir did to them in the past. Still not sure exactly what the true story is on that, but that's exactly what he implied. And we really didn't really find out much information besides the fact that he's the one in charge of the island. He's the one pulling all the strings behind the war. And he's implying that he's gonna, join the war and help end it very soon. In the next chapter, he's gonna announce something to the people of Marley after some festival. We'll have to wait to see what happens there. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to finally see the Hammerhead tie-in, or at least the tie-in shifter, and figure out basically, hey, his family's the one really in charge of what's going on in this island. But yeah, that's it for the review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I actually really did dig this chapter, even though I thought the flashback in the beginning was kind of pointless. I really did dig it. I thought it gave us a lot of good information, gave us some things to think about, especially that thing with Eren, which, like I said, our video will be coming out soon for that. And yeah, that's about it. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, yada yada. Check out some of the other videos, like the last Attack on Titan review, my Black Clover video I just put out, I think yesterday. I don't know, just check out some of the videos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.